Hey, what's up, y'all? Happy Sunday. Welcome to a special edition of Transcending the Culture. I am James. I got my cuz, I got my co-host, I got the queen, Cat Queen here with me. What's up, Cat?
Hey
Oh,
everybody!
so you doing it Tiffany style
I
today.
had to bring a throwback back in honor of my cuz. Me and my good cuz took me out last night, so I'm in a tiff
Oh,
kind of mood. Okay.
listen, when I tell you I missed like this whole past week, I've been
Mm-hmm.
like, damn, I miss Tiffany on the podcast. I miss Tiffany
Mm-hmm.
on
We
the podcast.
gonna listen. We heard through the grapevine a couple of our transcenders been missing Tiff energy as well. So we will be doing something with Tiff. She'll be coming back to chat and gossip with all you good cousins. But
I
yeah, I
miss her.
went out with Tiff last night. We went on a girls' night on the town. As y'all know, my cat's birthday was last week. Woo
Yeah,
woo! Last
yeah,
Wednesday.
yeah.
And I've been celebrating week after week after week. Listen, I've been celebrating since October.
That's what
So
I was supposed to do.
James, I even had money on last night. I had money pinned on me last night, and my birthday
Listen,
was the 5th. Okay.
listen, listen. That is how that's how it's supposed to be.
That's how it's supposed to be. You know how us black people do. We celebrate the whole month. My birthday ain't over until the turkey come out. Okay. Once
Listen,
we eat turkey, that's when we can stop celebrating my birthday. Okay.
you absolutely have to celebrate you. Like you've been out here hustling. I've been out. Listen, you got to celebrate you. That's how it's supposed to be.
Yes.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
Life been lifing, and
Oh.
I know you know life been lifing because it's lifing for you too. And like
Mm-hmm.
your birthday was also the day of the 112 concert.
Yes.
We
Mm-hmm.
planned on going, and it was just like last minute. It was just like, it's just not in the budget.
It wasn't gonna work
And there's
out,
so much
y'all.
going on. Like,
We have so much going on politically. We have a
yeah,
lot of things going on. People are scarce for resources. And we're going to talk a little bit about that after our
absolutely.
guest, because I did want to touch on some of the political things. And also, will y'all be celebrating Christmas and Thanksgiving? How are y'all feeling about the holidays? Because money is
Absolutely.
tight, life is life, and I've heard, especially from someone like me, I'm not really in the spirit of buying,
I'm gonna tell
purchasing.
you what.
I'm in
I'm
the
not
spirit
even.
of my presence is a present. I could cook you a meal or two, but I'm
Yeah.
not buying nothing. I told my sister, y'all gonna see me. I'm gonna be in my same pajamas from last year. Me and mine gonna be in our red and black flannel, and I don't want to hear nothing about
Listen,
it. Okay.
I'm in that same space. I am in the spirit though. Like I put my tree up a couple days ago.
Did you? Oh,
I'm gonna send you the
Jamesy.
picture. I haven't put decorations or anything on it yet
Mm-hmm.
because I used to buy a real tree every year, and
Did you?
since Elijah has been of age and in school and all that, I don't
Mm-hmm.
buy a real tree no more because partially I don't feel like dealing with the needles and like
Mm-hmm.
clean up and making sure you keep it watered and
Yeah.
all of that. And it's not like it's just a ton of work, but I don't feel like doing it, and I don't feel like going to get no tree and tying it to the car and do it. I don't feel like doing it. So I
It's
bought,
crazy how when your kids get older, the traditions definitely change. Because
yeah,
I'm not doing all that stuff. Because
I bought
Kayla
an
ain't a bit
artificial
more interested. Okay.
yeah, I bought an artificial tree last year,
Mm-hmm.
and it was so cool and simple and easy to just pull that tree out the closet and throw it up, and it's already got the fake snow on it, and the lights is on the tree already,
Mm-hmm.
and it's cool. Like I took a picture of it. Like I had my little fireplace going. I had the Cash Money No Limit versus playing in the background. Like this is the little
Oh,
video that I took, the little quick video I took. But
you
I am
said they said Cash Money roasting on an open
right, right,
fire.
right, right. I am in the
BG
spirit.
nipping at your nose.
Yeah, I'm definitely in the spirit though. So,
Yeah.
and I've been kind of using this time, really just to get a lot of stuff together as far as UGD and the
Mm-hmm.
network and all the stuff that we got going on. And I had, what, a year, 2 years ago, I started buying merch and had these mugs and whatnot. So I
Mm.
got you a Tiffany mug sitting here. So I'm gonna do my very
Ah!
best. I'm gonna do my very best to get y'all these mugs this week.
Yay! I'm so
And
excited.
we're gonna start selling merch on the website. The websites are up and running. Everything is
Ooh.
really doing pretty good. Um, Culture Crave is coming, and I know we've been talking about Culture Crave, and then it's just been so much
Mm-hmm.
other stuff going on. But I am miraculously finding some time to really start working on everything right now. Comfortable Conversations. Lynn, I love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I just had a whole
Yes.
conversation about
Mm-hmm.
how when I feel like God ain't speaking, you pop in there, you throw a message up, or I get a text message with a Bible verse or something like that. I love you,
Mm-hmm.
Lynn. Thank you so much. Um, Comfortable Conversations. Make sure that y'all are checking out Comfortable Conversations. That does run here on the
Mm-hmm.
network as well. New episodes are coming. Um, I appreciate you guys for being here tonight. We have a very special guest in the building tonight. And when I tell you that it came right on time, like God be working, like this came right on time. And I think just my journey and my story and everything that has happened with me, and I would argue probably you as well, Kat, it really resonates with a lot of
Mm-hmm.
what our guest tonight has been doing. Um, it's a whole lot for us to talk about, obviously after our guest is on and we go through all of that stuff. We probably are gonna get some trending topics in there because we ain't did Cat Got Your Tongue and
Around.
like it's been a minute. So
Mm-hmm.
we definitely gonna get some of that in tonight. It's a whole lot to talk about. The holidays are here, Thanksgiving is
Mm-hmm.
coming up. So
Yeah.
we definitely want to get some comments and some word from you guys. All of you guys who are out there in the comments, make sure that you put a comment in the box, put your name in there or something. Let us know that you are here.
Let
If
us
you have
know.
questions for tonight, for our guest, you can throw those in the box too, and we will get those
Mm-hmm.
up as well. We absolutely will shout out everybody who's in the comments as well. So get your comments in the box. We got all that set up. Comments are actually up on the screen, and what I will do for you all is make them a little bigger so that let's see, we're gonna make it a little wider and we're gonna make it a little bigger or a lot bigger. Let's go for it. And so that y'all could kind of see the comments that are popping in the box. Ready Red, what's happening? Um
Hey.
Shout out to Tiff, I
Mm-hmm.
miss you. Tiffany been on all the streams and all that kind of stuff. So
Yes,
I
she
miss you,
have.
Tiff. We got to get you on the show. Um we really need to do something regular because like I've been feeling it all week. Like where Tiff at? And listen, I would just put it out there. I've been kicking Tiff ass running her bankrupt in Monopoly.
And
Yeah,
Monopoly. Oh
I
man.
cleared your board for you, Tiff. Listen, when I tell you I've been glued to the phone trying to keep that sucker charged and playing that Monopoly because it pay you too. So
Yeah,
I'm
that's what you told me. That's why I think that's why everybody been going so hard. Like people been sending me invites left and right, and I'm like, I
it's
have
like
so many gaming addictions that I like. I don't need one more, but
it's like
I might have
400.
to join.
It's like 300 boards, but if you finish them all, they give you like $400. I said, I'm on it. I'm on it. I've been running people bankrupt. Like, give me your money. Give me your money.
Give me that money. That's your money, baby.
But listen, we're gonna go ahead and go into go into the main event for tonight.
Yes, so
Our
exciting.
guest, tonight's guest is someone whose work didn't just entertain me, it challenged me, it inspired me, and it met me at a time in life when I needed stories that were rooted in truth, redemption, and real evolution.
Mm.
Shaun Sinclair, our guest tonight, is not just a best-selling author. He is a cultural force whose pen reflects lived experience, resilience, and a commitment to elevating the narrative around our communities. From Lawless to Street Kings, his storytelling hits a level of honesty and depth that speaks directly to my journey, and I'm sure the journeys of so many other people. As I've grown as a media entrepreneur and built UG Digital Podcasting and Radio, as well as UG Digital Media and Publishings. Also, I have worked to create real, safe platforms for authentic conversation. His
Mhm.
work has always been right there, reminding me that transformation is indeed possible, that voice does matter, and that every story has layers that are worth exploring. Shaun's path from where he started to where he stands today mirrors the same grit and determination that shaped my own path in media in the past and especially right now. He has rebuilt, reimagined, and rose. And that is exactly the kind of energy that we champion here at Transcending the Culture and at UG Digital Podcasting and Radio. His success is bigger than books. It's about accountability, discipline, and walking boldly in purpose. So tonight, this is not just another interview or just another conversation. It is a full circle moment. It's a chance to sit down with somebody whose work has poured into me the same way that I strive to pour into our listeners, to our viewers, and every guest who steps into our space. Family, welcome Shaun Sinclair and give him the respect that he deserves. This is Shaun Sinclair stepping into the UG Digital Media Safe Space, and we stand by this being a media safe space. I've been doing this for 24 years, and to me, that is the biggest thing, the biggest issue out there with a lot of people who are doing media and doing interviews and having conversations is they want it to be a safe space, and we are like really championing that and really pushing that here at UG Digital Podcasting and Radio and UG Digital Media and Publishing. So please join us in welcoming our guest tonight, Mr. Shaun Sinclair, right here on Transcending the Culture. What's happening, sir?
What's going on, King? Queen, how
Listen,
you doing?
that was
Thank
long, man.
you.
Man,
I
listen,
sat and I played with
It
that
was
all day, and I'm like,
beautiful. It was
damn, this shit is
beautiful.
long. But I'm like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do
I
it.
need you to bring me out every time I come out somewhere. I'm gonna just have you fly with me.
Perfect
Listen,
intro.
man, I know that, I kind of have a little small short conversation, with people before we actually go live and all that stuff anyway. So obviously we did speak a little bit before we went live. And I really just want to
Yes.
echo the same sentiments and say thank you, because with everything that has been happening, like having these conversations and doing this
Yes.
type of stuff is really what feeds me and kind of keeps me in a better headspace. And I like without being able to do all of this stuff, man, I would be sitting up
Yeah.
under the building somewhere. So
I
like, it's
appreciate you. I
really, really cool.
appreciate you.
I appreciate it. Kat, I'll let you jump in.
I just wanted to, welcome you to the show. We are very happy to have you here. I was just looking through a lot of the things that you've done and a lot of things you have your hand in. I really respect someone that does a lot of different things, because that's like me.
Yeah.
I do media, acting, modeling, stand-up comedy,
Okay.
public speaking, all those things. And so when I'm looking through your stuff, I'm like, okay, check, he do this, he do
Yeah.
that, he do that.
Yeah.
So can you please just introduce yourself and what are some of the things that you do to our fans, and just introduce and let us know what your services
Yeah.
are.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me again. My name is Shaun Sinclair. I'm an author, publisher, screenwriter, producer, director, life coach, writing coach. Just to name a few.
I saw you do some consulting as well on these
I
things.
did.
So
Yes, I
yes.
do.
Okay.
Mhm.
So wow. You outdoing me. I gotta add a couple more. Hold on, let me take some directing classes and some things and polish
Yeah.
up. So I saw that you write and you direct a lot of some of our favorite movies. So can you please explain
Yes.
to me something that you worked on recently, like your newest baby, and just kind of talk about that?
Sugar Baby. I think the biggest one so far that everyone recognizes Sugar
Mm-hmm.
Baby. It's on
Yeah.
BET Plus right now.
Yes.
I wrote on that and served as a producer as well. And that's my baby thus far. That's like, yeah, that story was near and dear to me because, as you said earlier, it came to me at a time when I was trying to figure things out as well. Living down here in Atlanta, I be in the house a lot, right? And
Mhm.
so when I step outside, the way I am as a creator, like I say, my job as a creator is to tell stories that are authentic to the area in which we live. And me stepping outside with that being at the forefront of my brain, I'm always looking at the world in an observatory standpoint, seeing what
Mm.
and things of that nature. So Sugar Baby just came out as a result of me observing the world and what's going on. It's pretty much about a young lady who's dating, literally a young lady who's dating a guy who's her contemporary, but he's just a thuggish guy who's no good. He goes to jail, and
Mm-hmm.
she ends up finding, falling for a guy who has everything. And then the old guy comes back, old thug comes back, and she has to make a decision between a guy that can give her
Mm-hmm.
everything and a guy that literally gives her nothing but stress and park
Yeah.
benches, right?
Yeah.
And so,
To tell as old as time.
yeah. And
I
with
think
Sugar Baby, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, I think that's something that a lot of women can relate to. You know, we got it's
Yes,
like and
yes,
not even just women. I think we've all had relationships where somebody in your past that's been pulling you back, and then you're
right,
trying to move forward. So I think this is a wonderful telling of that. But go ahead,
yes.
you was elaborating a little bit more on the story.
Yeah, I just like, and then like a lot of older guys date younger women, especially
Mm-hmm.
in Atlanta. I know that's like
Wow.
everywhere in the world. And
Mm-hmm.
so a lot of people get weirded out by it. So I just wanted to give. So when I tackle my pen, I like to I like for us to examine the culture as a whole, right? Because we're all, I like to say we're selective hypocrites, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so I like to kind of show a mirror to ourselves and let us address the hypocrisy. And at the end of the day, let's go ahead and make some adjustments and have some empathy for the struggle because you never know what's going on. And so that's what I want to do with Sugar Baby, as well as with Mogul, my series Mogul. I just wrapped season 2 on that.
Yes, I did want to ask you about that because there is someone that stars in that is very near and dear to the Black community's heart, which is the one and only Delicious, honey.
Yeah,
And I
yeah,
tell you, that is my girl. Like I was down with Delicious when she was remember she was singing for Flash. She was like,
I was
oh,
gonna say Flavor of Love.
I said,
oh
oh,
yeah,
Delicious got a voice on her. A lot of
yeah,
people, I think she's somebody that a lot of people underestimate.
yeah,
You
Yeah.
know, and especially with her starring, and it's going into its second season, correct?
yeah. Second season,
Okay,
yes.
so that's what I'm saying. Like y'all, like the people are eating up the first season, clamoring
Oh
for
yeah, they're killing
more.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So can you explain how it felt working with her and just working on that project in general?
Oh man. So first of all, London Delicious is like she's just phenomenal talent. I think everybody
Mm-hmm.
gonna have to give her respect. If they don't give her
Mm-hmm.
respect now, they're gonna have to give her respect after this one because
Yeah.
she really went in her bag and she's a treasure to work with. She's very like as a director, I like actors like her
Mm-hmm.
because she brings her best every time. She listens, and more importantly, she's natural in the role. She's a natural in it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that we transcended some things with this one.
Uh,
With this season, yeah, it's gonna break some barriers with this one.
I love
So
Of
can you explain a little bit about that the show for people that are interested in
course,
getting into it before season 2 comes out?
yes. So Mogul is about a unique fans model who falls for a street guy. Unique fans
Mm.
being a euphemism for OnlyFans, right?
Mm-hmm.
I,
But it's yeah, it's about a unique fans model who
I was gonna say
falls
that
for.
sounds like OnlyFans, but what?
As
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah, yeah.
fans
Creative
only,
license.
you know, all the little, yeah, go ahead.
Uh-huh.
We're familiar.
And so she goes on a run with him. In the first season, she goes on a run with him and teaches him a new way
Mm,
to make money. And that's the gist of the story. But the
mhm,
B story is that they fall in love because
mm,
and then so again, telling stories to the truth of which era in which we live, right? In the man community, we always like to um, look down our nose at certain women in certain professions, right?
mhm,
But these women wouldn't have these professions if men didn't support them. So again, I want us to
mm,
look at the mirror and address our selective
mhm,
hypocrisy. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, love is a common denominator. Love is what binds us together. Love is what built.
mhm,
Love is what built families and communities and things of that nature. So, regardless, you're not defined by what you do. You're
mhm,
defined by who you are. And
mhm,
so, I wanted to peel back the layers of the hypocrisy and the judgment, and just show two people with a commonality together. And that's what I did with season 1. In season 2, I wanted to build upon that. I can't give too many spoilers on season 2, like right away, episode
Tell me
1.
what happened. Who gonna
Right.
die?
That's somebody gonna die, right?
Oh,
So I can't.
them the best shows. When they
Yeah,
not
somebody gonna
scared to
die.
kill somebody off, that's how you know it's some real writing going on in that room. Let me tell you.
Yeah,
And
as
you
a
and you
writer, yep, you got to start the story.
mm-hmm.
Story first, character second.
Always listen. Your girl Kat does a little script writing too. If just that's a
Okay.
that's a whole
Let's talk
nother,
about
that's
it.
a
Let's
whole
talk about
different
it.
that's a whole different ball game. But I really love what you said about hypocrisy, because I think that's, first of all, is very prevalent in the Black community, especially in
Yes.
Atlanta. When you
Yes.
have LGBT, you got the scrippers, you got the drug dealers, you got the
Right.
scammers, you got and everybody says, well, they're sinning different than me. They're sinning different, but it's like what they say, when you got the finger pointed, you got 3 pointed back
4
at
pointing
you.
back.
You
Yep.
know, you got, because it's like and it's just, in the Black community, we've all either experienced these people, know these
Correct.
stories. So stop
Correct.
acting like this stuff is so preposterous to see.
Indeed. Yep.
So this is my last question before I pass it off to James.
Mhm.
What do you have to say to the naysayers that really don't like this type of storytelling? I feel like Black storytelling, and I don't like all that, this and that and the third, even though they neighbor Keisha act just like the main character. Keisha got
Facts.
OnlyFans too. So what do you say to the people that say that they may not, that have something negative to say about this type of media that's very popular?
On this, I used to battle with that because I came from the book world and I wrote erotica as well,
Mm-hmm.
and so
Ooh,
I can write anything, and so I chose I created my own genre called gangster erotica, and in fact, the mobile series is based on my book series, Sex Mobile.
Wow.
And so, to your question though, if you don't like it, don't watch it. Number one, but number two,
Pretty much.
again, we need to address ourselves in the Black community. A lot of times, we don't like to do the work here. We like to point the finger and look at everybody else instead of looking at ourselves. When, as you mentioned, it wouldn't exist if you didn't know somebody. That's
Right.
only right. Especially here in Atlanta, boy, everybody.
In Atlanta, listen, you
Everybody.
go, the club in
Yeah.
Atlanta had me clutching my pearls, and I'm not easy to do
Yeah.
that. Okay, like it's wild. So I don't know why people have so much judgment and things when you know these stories. And the thing is, low key, you either live this story or
Yep.
a lot of it. You know what I've noticed? A lot of people don't like media that makes them feel shame within themselves.
Correct.
So
Correct.
this could be something that they've done. This might be something that they're doing. So they're like
Right.
deflecting. And
They're
it's
not ready
like,
to do the work.
but at the end of the day, I like Harry Potter. I like fantasy. Do that mean I'm about to get on a broom and fly off? No, it's entertainment. Like, let it be what it is. We let you know you're being entertained. So stop acting like you ain't, okay? Because I see you watching.
Aside from that, here's my thing, right? I pride myself on being a writer, right? I don't just I don't write porn, I write erotica. There's a difference. Porn
Yeah.
is the act of sex, erotica is a journey. But more importantly, I used to defend that. I used to try to defend, I used to get attacked by it. But at the end of the day, life meets you at your own level.
Absolutely.
So if you look at that and that's all you see, that speaks more to you and less about me. Because I don't just write that. I wrote, like, this took time. I developed stories, I developed character arcs, I developed all those things. So if you look at just that and that's all you take away from it, says more about you and your perspective. Absolutely. Or lack thereof than me. So again, life meets you at your own level.
And this is the thing, the same themes of your stories are themes that have existed since the beginning of time. Like
100%.
we have the peasants was, the girls was selling cat on the side of the road in Macbeth, and in Shakespeare times they was going to the tavern to speak to a lady, to the lady. I mean, even we know who Jesus ran with. Jesus ran with the prostitutes. Remember, Jesus loved him a good too. Okay, he said, "Listen, I wash her feet. Ain't nothing unholy about this person." And she a human. Jesus said they a human just like me. We on the same level. And I think if more people realize that, instead of trying to be holier than thou, they could really just connect with people and realize that we really are the same for real. These stories are even though it may not be what you're exactly going to, the themes are the same: betrayal, relationships, falling in love, money.
That's correct.
Doing anything because you don't have a way out. These are things that are wonderful storytelling tools that we love. Yes. And people do not they don't respect that. And as somebody that does screenwriting and things like that, there's a whole formula and art that
yeah.
we not just pulling this out our head and yeah,
Correct.
he gonna get shot and then this. No, it's a whole thing. There's foreshadowing. There's things that if you would
Yes.
look at, you would know where the story going had you would have seen, oh, her
Correct.
shadow was her, it was a shadow behind her. Oh, the angel of that. Like you gotta watch
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
movie. It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
hold on, wait a minute. That nigga about to die.
Yeah, you get it.
So,
Yeah.
thank you so much for answering my questions, and I'll hand it off to James. But I did have one more question for you later because we dabbled on
Okay.
some stuff. Okay, so
Okay.
You got her riled up, man.
hey, you know I love a good story. I'm a writer in my
Absolutely.
heart because I do media and things. But like I listen. I was in high school writing anonymous erotica at the library.
Yeah.
When I tell you, I used to be there, like, who is the anonymous person? I need the next chapter. I'm like,
Think about
let
it
me
like
tell
this.
you.
If we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that.
We wouldn't be there.
Absolutely.
I mean, think about the Fly Girl. Like it was so many books that were so to us girls and the women. Like when I tell you that I was in the 100-book challenge where you had to read for your little personal pan pizza. When I tell you I was right, the stuff I was reading, I shouldn't have been reading that stuff, but it brought my brain a little, it piqued my interest and I started writing from that. And the erotica that I was reading they wouldn't even have the real scenes. It was actually more romantic. I was reading that. I started with more romance and Fabio, and then it moved to black funk and all that. Listen, I listen. Your girl that read some things, okay?
Yeah.
So I was very intrigued to pick your brain and talk to this. So thank you so much for bringing this to the forefront and sharing these stories that frankly need to be told.
Absolutely, you're welcome.
Absolutely, these stories, they definitely need to be told, and I love the fact that you're doing it and putting this stuff out there because regardless of how much people complain about it and they say that it's this and it's that, there absolutely is an audience for it, and it's really just showing all facets of life and the things that people were going through. You spoke a little bit on, obviously Delicious is in one of those. And then I think the beauty of that is giving somebody like Delicious, who we know from reality TV and we know her from Flavor of Love, but you're giving her a chance to really show what she can do. And I look at other examples of that out there, like Carly Red, who knew from Love and Hip Hop, but then you saw her in Saints and Sinners, and I was like, she is killing this, like in Saints and Sinners, like.
And Erica Mena.
Absolutely.
That's that mama don't play right there.
Was she just in the one cat where they were in a house and they were like being attacked by?
Yes.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it, but
Erica have been doing her thing. When I tell you.
Damn, I can't remember. It's Chris Stokes.
I just saw it like maybe 3-4 weeks ago, but it's like you see that a lot of these reality stars, like, they really have the chops to really be out here and acting. And
what a lot of people don't know is they've been doing that. Carly been doing. Listen, Carly used to be on movies way back in the day, and I think that a lot of people might take the reality route, but they never lose that that acting bug.
Here's what I don't like, if I may. As a culture, this is our thing, right? We always talk about where we're not being represented and where we can't get opportunities and where they block us out. And then when we do
get the opportunities
to create our own and get opportunities, we don't support it, or we scold at it, or we scoff at it. Like, we got to pick a struggle. Which one do you want?
This ain't good enough. This ain't like the white people. We got to get together. Donate some money. Put your money where your mouth is.
They had a 400-year head start, number one, and then they had when you talk about in terms of Hollywood, they had a 140-year head start where they still control the majority of the resources.
And they back each other. Like there's 100%. They literally greenlight movies in conversations in places that we would never set foot in. So we have to start. And people always say, why can't we start our own? Hello, we're trying.
Support, we're trying. And so then like when you see things on the majors that aren't really representative of us, when we have creators like myself who come from the culture, live and breathe and like literally of the culture, and we're putting stuff for us, because I know what we look like. I've been in 20-something countries. I've lived in East Coast. I lived overseas. I know us intimately. You know what I'm saying? And
Absolutely.
so when I try to put our stories on the screen, we just need the support.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Or create your own. Let's work together.
So now we talk about, obviously, like bringing people like the reality stars in, but then like you have a lot of notable people in your projects. Like
Yeah.
you have Lance Gross, who's
Lance, my brother.
in Sugar Baby. Like,
Yeah.
first and foremost, like what's
Woo!
the experience been like working with Lance Gross, who, obviously we've seen him in a number of Tyler Perry
Yeah.
productions and whatnot, and he's like really, really amazing with what he does out there. Like, what's the experience been like kind of having
Uh,
him as the lead in this project?
Lance is a phenomenal talent. He's a brother. Like he's first of all a joy to work with. In the business and the professional side, it's like, you hear these horror stories of people not showing up on time and
Uh-huh.
not knowing their lines and being divos or diva. It's not Lance. It's the complete opposite. He's a quintessential gentleman, number one, and he's a phenomenal talent. And he's a credit to the industry that we're in, and just having him made everyone step up their game, right? He's just a phenomenal talent all the way across the board. Like, it was a joy working with him. Look, the persona that you have of him, he's that and more in real life. Like, he's just a brother.
Oh, I love that. That's my little
The cool thing
celebrity
is, I've
crush. He
heard
just
that
seems
from
so sweet.
I've heard that same thing from so
Yeah.
many people. Like, and anybody that has done projects with him, I've heard that he's been like
Yeah.
the gentleman and helpful and
Yes.
creative. Like, I've heard that from so
Solid.
many people.
Yeah,
So,
when
and
I say he's a
it
brother,
says
he's
a
a
lot
brother.
it says a lot though when you get that from more, obviously more than one person.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah, solid.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
think that goes to his longevity of his career, and that's why he's always got his hand in something, because
Correct.
he had his reputation precedes him, and people need to realize that's very important.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Everyone knows everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And even in the business, we think that as talent, it's the music, it's the business. So talent, of course, is going to be there. But if you are hard to work with, word get around fast.
Man,
And
listen. When
Yes.
you're easy, it travels very, very fast.
Yeah,
with films,
ooh.
film is a combination of your vision, your budget, and your team.
Absolutely.
So if you have somebody who's difficult to work with, they affect all of those things. So it might be, not worth the struggles. But he's not like that. Lance is honestly, truth be told, pretty much everybody I've worked with, I've been blessed enough that everyone understood the assignment. It's just been, of course, there's levels, and Lance is definitely at the top of those levels for sure. But everyone I've worked, and Lance in London, I'll say.
Yeah.
But everyone I've, and no, it's top notch. Just everybody I work, I've been blessed. No, seriously, I've been blessed to the good Lord put the right people around me to help facilitate the vision, and I ain't have too many problems,
That's so great. And see, you work with people that have the same ethic that you have.
Yes.
And I think that's when they say really teamwork make the dream work. Like, it's really about your team, and you only as strong as your weakest link. And so earlier we talked about you were saying that you was hopping off class, and I'm like, what class is you in? What you doing? You doing some lifeguard class now? So what you doing some CPR or something? So can you tell everybody what kind of classes that you were in?
Yeah, I'm taking a class called The Art of Directing, who's given by brother Jamal Hill, who's phenomenal. He's our generation Spike Lee, if you ask me. And so he has a directing class. Although I've directed like 7, 8 films under my belt altogether, it's always getting better. You never know it all. So there's always something you need to know. So
it's always room to learn.
Students.
Yeah. There's always a space to learn. Like I've been doing this for 24 years, and I swear to God, I learned something new every day. Like my cousin Kat came in maybe 2 years ago now.
Yeah, about 2 years. 2 years. Yeah, we coming up on our anniversary, James. You better remember.
But I couldn't begin to tell you how much I've learned from Kat. Just and there's a gap in our age. So I feel like I have more of
Really?
like the traditional stuff, like
This my big cousin. This my big cousin, okay? I wasn't allowed to go on the car rides, and I wasn't allowed to go with them when they took their walk after Thanksgiving.
Okay.
I was too lit, so we are like I'm the younger generation.
Yeah.
So when we found out we had the same degree and we were working in the same thing, once we worked together, it was like we just was melded together.
Yeah.
And he has the know-how. He's been in this business. He knows the connections. He knows how to be professional. He knows the everything that you need to know to run a company. Now me,
Good.
I'm in I'm in the social media. I know all the tea, the gossip. I know about the TikToks and the reels and the this and that. So when you put that together, it was like we are constantly teaching each other things, and we are working hard. So that's what I said. Having a team is very important, but also continuing your education. And so how do you feel when people say, oh, I'm too big for that, or I already know what I'm doing? Do you ever feel like you'll get to that level where you don't need to learn more?
No, I'm a student. So I'm a nerd for real. I'm a nerd. Like, I'm the guy. I think third grade, I used to skip class to go to the library to read.
Listen.
So I think I'm just a lifelong student. First of all, arrogance and pride go before a fall.
They better say it.
You never get too old to learn or too educated to learn.
Absolutely.
My goal is to be the best at everything I do. And so the way to be the best is to learn from the best.
Absolutely. Listen, I used to stay up after bedtime with my flashlight reading an encyclopedia. Who would be doing that? Like I would be.
I did.
But I went into kindergarten. They like, you can go ahead in first grade. It was like
that's why I wear glasses now.
Listen, you was reading under the covers, huh? But I know that's what I'm saying. My mom thought I was doing something bad, and she's like, "You read an encyclopedia? I don't know if you're in trouble or not. Are you in trouble or not? Like I don't know."
Right.
It's funny you mentioned the encyclopedia thing, because somebody was talking like maybe a week ago, and it just kind of took me back to like the old days when it seemed like every year they had like these new age encyclopedias that came out, and I was always trying to get my mother to buy me the set.
And they were like $600 for a set.
Right.
So black people are just like, give me L, give me M, give me what's y'all better pick a letter, okay? We ain't getting a set. Pick your favorite letter, and we gonna get that one. But yeah, I think it's just so important to, and like you said, not be too prideful, but you are always learning. Like I don't want to stop learning until the day I die. Like it's something new every single day. And I know we talked about AI. Like AI is taking over, especially in the film and the entertainment field. And remember 6 months ago, LeBron used to have 6 fingers when he was, AI LeBron. But nowadays, I went to James, I got tricked about an AI video yesterday. I'm like, oh, look at these bunnies on trampoline. They having fun. My friend like, girl, the bunny's disappearing in the thin air. I'm like, my mom, I got tricked by AI. But it's like you always have to learn, because you don't know what you don't know. You don't know what's going to come around the corner. You got to keep on your toes, because you will get left behind. So I just really appreciate what you are doing. I think is very important, and some may say you are transcending the culture. I don't know, but
let's hope.
Yes.
No, I think that obviously I think that you are transcending the culture, definitely with the projects that you're putting out here. I think a lot about legacy, purpose, and identity, with the things that I'm doing. And I would imagine that you think a lot about that stuff with everything that you're doing. Like when you think of the man that you have become, the author, the creative, the storyteller, like what part of your journey defines you the most today?
First, fatherhood, number one. Despite it all, like speaking, that is your legacy.
Yeah.
Right. So that's number one. But number two, I just think that what defines me is not giving up. Of course, there are recipes to success among those of vision, discipline, fortitude, and things of that nature. But I like to say that for me, it's just triumphing over adversity.
Absolutely.
Because if you know anything about my life story, man, no woe is me stories, but it wasn't easy.
Yeah.
And there were so many times I could have just given up and fell into the status quo and things of that nature. But, by the grace of God, I just kept persevering and stayed stuck to my vision.
Absolutely.
So I want that to be my legacy. What you can do when you don't give up.
I think with everything it is that you're doing,
Mhm.
from directing to producing to writing to like, there's so many things that you're doing, and the generations prior to us, like, I feel like they still haven't necessarily caught on to the idea that you can have all these different things and all
Yes.
these different pots that you have your hand in. Like my mother,
Yeah.
my mother still struggles with the idea of, okay, I got a podcast network and I do PR and
Right.
I'm doing all these different things and I have this going on and I was driving and I was working. Like, it's, a lot of people will look, they will chalk that up to you not being focused, and they'll say,
Mhm.
well, you got to figure out that what you really want to do and that sort of thing. Like,
Ugh.
how do you manage all of these different umbrellas and all of these different hats? Because I think of all of the stuff, like, before we even came on, and I was talking to Kat, and I was just
Mhm.
like, okay, we've been talking about this other magazine that we're creating, and we keep saying that, okay, we're gonna get this, and I'm like, okay, I finally got some time this weekend. Like, we can finally sit down and
Right.
pull this together. And I just think of the struggle that I have, even though organization wise, like, I've actually gotten a lot better. I use my calendars and all of that stuff just to kind of keep a tab on all the different stuff that I have to do. But
Yes.
how do you manage those lives of producing and directing and handling all this talent? Obviously, if you're putting
Sheesh.
projects together, like,
Yeah.
it's like, being the boss, and you got all these people who are dependent on you. So how do you manage all of that and still maintain family life and life as a father and all
Yeah.
that kind of stuff? Like, my son is dying right now. Like, you don't call me and you don't check up on me, and I'm like, you in college, like, you got roommates, like, you grown.
Mhm.
I don't want to be up under you. Like, but he like, well, you don't call me and you didn't check on me, and I'm like, okay.
I have to
Like,
I have
how
to
do you?
tell my son the opposite. My youngest son, I have to tell him the opposite. But
Yeah,
to, to your question, to me, is the beautiful thing about it is everything I do is all inside the same wheelhouse, if you believe it or not. And the root of that is creating.
yeah,
Um, because writing a book, I've always seen them as movies first. So all I had to do then was learn the formula to write a
mm,
movie. On the difference between being an author and being a producer and director is, as an author, it's a solo thing. I just do it when I like, that's all on me. I write 10
yeah,
o'clock at night, 3 o'clock in the morning, whatever. It's
yeah,
all me.
yeah,
But with films, you have to have a team. So that ties into your question with the film part. I rely on my team, and my team can do some of the things so I don't have to do so much. Like, because I'm a writer, producer, and director, there are certain phases. So when I'm writing, I'm writing. I write the story, then I go into the second mode of producing. If I'm producing, which I'm learning to try to do now, just do two. But in the past, I've done three: writing, produce, and direct. So with the producing aspect, you have pre-production. So when I'm doing pre-production, I'm not focused on writing. Now I'm looking at my locations. I'm building my team together. And once I hire my producer, because I AP a lot. So once I hire my producer, like a UPM, like a production manager, I can pass off a lot of the bulk with them. Then I go into my directing mode when I start doing my shot list and things like that prior to filming. And again, it's all compartmentalized,
yeah.
so somewhat. And so once I'm actually directing, of course I'm in the zone working with the actors and things like that. I
Yeah.
allow my team to handle all the other things.
Gotcha.
And then it's post production, so it's a lot.
Yeah.
So I haven't learned to balance it all yet.
Yeah. But
But
it's
the
cool to
beautiful.
hear that, though. Like,
Mhm.
first and foremost, it's good to hear all the different parts and pieces that go into there. And
Yes.
then, just hearing that I still haven't got it all together yet, and I'm still trying to
Yeah.
figure it out. I like it. It makes me think that, okay, man, you ain't so bad after all, or you ain't in such a bad
Well,
space after all.
the gift and the curse is this: I love what I'm doing, so it
Yeah,
doesn't feel like I'm working.
absolutely.
And so, being that it doesn't feel like I'm working, I don't have set hours to clock in and clock out.
Period. Absolutely.
Because I love what I do. It doesn't feel like I'm working.
Yeah.
So a lot of
Because I
people be
mean,
like,
just
man,
like you said, like, you might
yeah,
write at 10 o'clock at night or 3 o'clock in the morning, and,
yeah,
like, ironically, I'm working on I'll say my first book, because I,
mhm,
I I definitely think that I do want to write more. But I've been working on this book for probably 5 years, man, along
yeah,
with
come see
other
me.
kind of stuff. But I've scrapped it and then started over and then scrapped it and then
Yeah,
started over. So now I'm finally in that space where I'm like,
mm,
okay, I'm on a good track. But a lot of times it'll be like, 2:30 in the morning, and it just will
Oh,
hit
yeah.
me. I'm like, okay, let me start writing and put some
Yeah.
more to this and whatnot. But I think it's cool, and just like you said, like you love what you're doing, and that's where I am with like media. So like
Yeah.
none of this seems like work and like
Right.
whatsoever. So like I love doing it, and I think that's what keeps me going with it is that I love it so much.
Yeah.
If I had to do something for free, and I halfway feel like I've been doing it for free, but if I had to do something for free, it
Hmm.
would be this. Like it would be this and nothing else. So no, I can absolutely appreciate that, man.
Yeah, I feel like I found my purpose.
Yeah,
And once you find your purpose, it reinvigorates you every day. It keeps
absolutely,
you youthful. And I've been blessed to where I'm free. Like I don't have to do anything I don't want to do right now. Right.
Absolutely.
And so that also helps. That allows me to make the kind of schedule I want to make so I can be productive in what it is I'm striving to do.
Yeah.
Still haven't found the balance yet though with family. I haven't found that yet.
I think
But
it's coming, man. It's because
yeah.
that's the same thing I tell myself is that it's coming. I just told somebody yesterday, I'm like, okay, I can kind of see a glimmer of light at the end of the tunnel now. I'm like,
Hmm.
I can see it. So I think it's definitely coming for you. Before the books and the TV shows and the films and like, who was Shaun?
Yes. Whew, a thug. No, I'm saying. Uh,
So these movies and shows are about you then.
yeah, that's authentic to life, for real, for real. So I'm from Atlantic Beach, South Carolina. Ready, Red, I see your question. Give me just a
Mm.
second. I'm from Atlantic Beach, South Carolina, most notably known for Black Bike Week. But
Oh,
when I grew up, it was called we grew up in an era where we were us and Roswell, Florida, were two of the only historically black towns in America. Well, at least in the East for sure. And so growing up, I saw like my mother owned clubs and hotels, my father, my grandmother, even farther back. But in the like 80s, 90s, crack cocaine came through and ravaged my community like every other. And I fell victim to that as well. Not as a user, I used to sell it. And I'm an overachiever. I've always been an overachiever.
yeah,
So whatever I was doing, I was going hard at it. And I found myself knee deep in that. But music was my first love, so I was doing music while simultaneously trying to do my thing in the street as well. And I got caught up, right? Um, my oldest son, his mother became pregnant with him, and I knew I had to change my life. So I went into the military,
okay,
and I went into the army. One of the best decisions I ever made. But the thing, this is why I always try and teach about decisions as well. The things I did in the street came back to haunt me. So I had literally changed my life around when I went in the army. Was excelling as a soldier and doing all those things, and some stuff I did when I was in the streets came back to haunt me, and I ended up going to prison, and I
Mm.
ended up doing 13 years in prison,
okay,
Oh,
and that's where I
yeah.
rediscovered my gift of penmanship. I hated every second of every hour of every day that I was there, but in hindsight, prison prepared me to do. I prepared myself through prison to do everything I'm doing now, and I specify because prison doesn't rehabilitate you. You have to do the work.
absolutely.
You have to do the work. So I went to prison. I did like 13 years. And it was in there where I rediscovered my gift of penmanship to write the books. Of course, I was going to college for business and just learning people. So when I say these stories are autobiographical, if they're not mine, which most of them are, it's
Yeah,
somebody I know definitely because that's all you have time to do is think and become better and look at the mistakes other people made.
right.
So when I say I know the Black experience intimately in America, I know it.
Yeah.
And that's when my stories ring with authenticity.
Like first and foremost, hats off to you for even having to go through that portion of your life. Like 13 years is a
Yes.
long time. Like
Yeah.
how do you, and I say that to
Mhm.
ask like how do you keep your mind in a place where, because I just think of myself and like
Mhm.
I couldn't like dealing with like mental health and
Right.
like having dealt with depression and stuff like that, like
Mhm.
something like that would probably take me out. Like
Everybody
I
say
probably
that.
would be done. Like mentally.
Yeah.
Like how are you able to keep your mind in a place where it's like, okay, I'm gonna complete this and then move forward and reestablish myself and get my life
Yeah.
together?
Well, I fought. I took a trial, and I got railroaded at trial. from a legal aspect, right? And so I take full accountability for all my actions without a doubt.
Absolutely.
But by the same token, the law has its own set of laws. So from a legal standpoint, I was innocent, and I eventually got my case overturned, by the way. But me knowing that I was had something to fight for, I believe I approached my sentence like every day could be my last day in there because I
Right.
knew that justice was going to prevail eventually,
Right.
right? And so when I was in there, I studied law. I became very, very proficient with the law. I got my case overturned on my own,
Wow.
um, and helped other brothers when I was in there. I got like 4 other people cases overturned when I was in there.
Oh my
Taught myself
goodness.
Spanish, taught myself how to write, taught my
Mm.
religious studies. No, because when you're in there, you got to do your soul searching. So I studied religions. I just studied a lot and just stayed focused so I wouldn't become a victim of what so many people become victims to back there. And that's just what I did. And eventually, the light came at the end of the tunnel. I just approached it day by day. That's it.
That's like it's amazing that it's amazing just that you kept your mind together and
Yeah.
you actually started studying law and figured
Yeah.
that out. And not only was helping yourself, but you were helping other people.
Yes.
Like,
That's true service to your community.
Thank you.
Wow.
no, I
Yeah.
think that is absolutely amazing.
Thank
So
you,
now
lady.
what's next at this point? Like what do you have coming up next? What other things can we look out for?
So we got the mogul series dropping probably this month. Then I did a reality show in conjunction with my partner Sharita Campbell. It's called The Beauty Bosses of Atlanta.
Okay.
It's about the top salon suite owners in Atlanta, and we go behind the scenes with them, all women, and we go behind the scenes and see how they make it tick, right? What what life is like outside when the lights and cameras off. How do they balance this lifestyle for being bosses and family and love and things like that?
Mm.
It's cutting edge. It's like the top girls, excuse me, top ladies in Atlanta who's really doing their thing. So
Okay.
we have that coming out. That should be out, if not this month, early December. Um,
And then what will we like? What is that going to be on BET Plus, or where will people be able to watch that?
we're putting a reality show, Beauty Bosses of Atlanta. We put that on Tubi,
Okay,
as well as that's where you'll find Mogul series at. It's on Tubi as well.
that's
Oh
so
wow. Listen,
like that.
it's so
Yeah.
many boss beauty women, especially in Atlanta. They are really
Yes.
running things. Like, but people don't understand. Listen, sometimes the fellas don't understand how much these beauty treatments cost. Listen, we coming out of hundreds, if not thousands, for the
I know.
hair. Listen, the hair, the makeup, and then girls be tearing them wigs off. Like, oh, I'll get another one. Girl, I'm gonna have to
600
shake
for the
this
good
thing
one.
off for 600.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna dust this little sucker off and put it cock it to the side for the next hairdo because
Yeah, I
it
sponsored a few
listen.
on my day.
but I think shout out to you for seeing that there's a story to be told because a lot of people that they see that are bosses in Atlanta ain't
Tell me about it.
hinders and stuff. It's the beauty salon that are doing the pickups and that's doing the rappers' hairs and stuff like that. So I'm very interested in watching that.
Yeah, and that was important for us. That for Sharita and I, that was important for us to get the ladies that were really doing it.
Yeah.
There's no Cap Lana
Mm-hmm.
stuff going on. Like these,
Mm-hmm.
they're really doing
Ooh,
it. They're
yeah.
putting the work in, and so even with that show, so it's not like your love and hip hop shows and respect for all of those, but we have enough shows where we show the women going with drama.
Absolutely.
So,
Mm-hmm.
granted, every show has to have some kind of drama to keep the people in. So we elected to show our drama to be the challenges that come along with being a boss, being a salon suite owner. These
Mm-hmm.
women are working together, and we're just highlighting Black excellence, man.
Wow.
I think that's amazing. Like, do you see yourself doing any other type of reality, or where do you see yourself going as far as reality TV?
Of course, I want to push these series. I think I'm focused on documentaries now. I got to my
Mm.
next film I'm going to be working on is it's a social justice piece
Okay.
called Rites of Passage, and
Okay.
it's in conjunction with a book that I wrote called How to Survive Your Police Encounter. And this story,
Important.
yeah, it's inspired by true events as well. My son and I got profiled last year. He's 12 now, but we was driving on an interstate, and you know, the cops saw what kind of car I was driving,
Mm.
and he pulled me over from the front. And it just humiliated me, man. You know, of course, I know my law, my rights, so I searching my car and things like that. So he commenced to humiliate me in front of my son. And so
Mm-hmm.
for me, instead of complaining about the problem, we could be a solution.
Mm.
So rites of passage is gonna combine my literary work along with my gift of storytelling, and that's what we're gonna tackle. So it chronicles the life of a single father, and he's raising a son, and he teaches his son about the rites of passage, what to do when you're being stopped by a police officer, what to say, what not to say. And so it chronicles, not to give too much about it, but the son goes on and has a confrontation with has an incident with the police officer. He does the right thing, but his friend doesn't. And you'll
Mm.
see what the results are of that. So right now it's a short, but we'll probably adopt it to a full feature.
I'm looking forward to that, man. Like
Thanks.
so many people need that. Like so that
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
people need
And
that.
I think especially the newer generation, because they're growing up in a
Mm-hmm.
time of where they receive a lot of social justice. A lot of times, they're
Yeah.
afforded things that, previous generations haven't, but when they enter that adult world,
Mm-hmm.
that all is fair and all everyone's
Correct.
special and everyone's respected. That's no longer true. And I think that it's a big disservice to our children that they aren't really taught that. They're taught, oh, this is
Mm-hmm.
fair and you got to respect this person and respect.
Nah.
When it comes to the police, all that was they listen, we know what the police will do. And
Yeah.
it could go beyond charges and bruises. It could put you in your life. So I think that's a
100%.
very, very important work. So thank you for that. Look, he
Thank you.
not only entertaining, he's
Yeah.
informing us on
But
Yeah.
listen, like
important information.
this is what I love about this is what I love about content creation and just
Mm-hmm.
the current content space as a whole. Like obviously there's all kinds of content out there and reality
Mm-hmm.
shows, this type documented, all kinds of stuff out there that people are putting together. And it's not saying that any one person's content is bad or anything like that,
Right.
but the whole idea of doing content and like especially us doing content and with the with the podcast that we run on the
Right.
network and that we're trying to get out there, and clearly with what you're doing is you want it to be a takeaway from it, like you want it
Of
to be
course.
something that's gonna elevate the culture and push us to the next level and help us to survive out here and
Yes.
be able to do what we love. And like I appreciate you for that, man. I knew her internet was I knew her internet,
Yeah. So I heard it lagging earlier.
but no, it's cool, man. And it's because it's like a lot of times as a content creator, especially with doing like the type of content that I do, like I
Right.
think of like the Oprah Winfrey's and the OWN network, and it's like you try to put this type of stuff together and you feel like it's something that's helping your community and like it's helping people, but
Yes.
people don't bite at it, or it's like
Nope.
it's even harder to get people to really support it
Yes.
when you. So I appreciate you for what you're doing, man. Like this is so necessary, and like that documentary alone is gonna help so many people.
Yeah.
I think of with my son that like by the grace of God, like he's been lucky enough that in the times that he has been pulled over, like is gone a completely different way, and it hasn't been anything bad, and he ain't got
Right.
shot or squeezed or nothing like that. But I
It,
mean, sometimes it's just and when he tells me what's going on, like he got pulled over one time, and
mhm.
he keeps a Bible, and I ain't gonna front like we just super
Right.
holy
I
people,
got you. I got you.
but he keeps his Bible on his dashboard.
Mhm.
So when the cop pulled up, he had his Bible sitting on his lap. And he said that the cop was chastising him because he had his Bible out or whatever. And it's just like, man, like
Damn it.
the shit that
Damn
we
it.
go through, like
Yeah.
it's over. And it's crazy, man. So like what
It,
you're
it,
doing
it,
is essential, man. It's needed. Like it's
and
really, really
it's funny because going full circle moment, like I like to do what I call edutainment. I
yeah,
educate and entertain at the same
yeah.
time. I like to put the medicine inside the candy. So this story was in my heart for a minute, but I'm a businessman too. So I was like, man, it might not go over the right way. And my oldest son, it's probably a couple months ago, when I was actually contemplating whether I was going to put that on my slate for this year, my oldest son got pulled over and he called me. and he got pulled. Well, shoot, he got pulled over like six police officers, and he called me right away. He's like, "Hey, listen, I got pulled over." I'm like, "Yo, just stay calm." And basically, I told him to do everything that I put inside the story itself. Like, "Yo, just do this, handle it like this, like that." And I heard the cop telling him, "Say, man, thank you for being so cooperative and thank you for being so polite. This could have went another way." And so things like that let me know that, yo, this got to be out there. Because if it,
Yeah.
yep, it helps. So we got to put it out.
No, I think it's amazing, man. Kudos to you. Like, definitely hats off to you for what it is that you're doing. I'm looking forward to some of these, some of these projects to come out and, to hit the platform so that we can definitely check them out. I got to get in a reality show or something, man. And I ain't trying to flip no tables or nothing like that. Like, I don't want to do no crazy love and hip hop type stuff. But I'm just saying, I got to get
speak for yourself, cause I
tear him up.
I tear him up, checking the table. Listen, I'll slap you with a bottle, baby. See, I end up getting real charges. See, I can't play them games,
Yeah,
listen, we could do the real media Cleveland, something like that. We'll be there.
The ironic thing is, I actually have always, since I've been doing, I've had UGD since 2014, and then I had another media company before that I started in 2001, and that went into 2010. So I do want to do some type of a reality show centered around make it in this like building building this media company with us having the magazines, the podcast network, the internet radio station, the PR firm. And,
yes.
I mean, essentially, I've built this around all of my loves of media and all that I want to be able to do. And just kind of do it for myself, like the inspirations being the Tom Joyners and
right.
Russ Barr actually got me into Radio One. So like I'm trying to figure out, tell him thank you. And that's been one of my big things is getting back to all of the people who have helped me along the way and saying thank you. Yep. So I don't know if you know Kim Sellers. She's been on, she's a radio mainstay here. But she was on a couple weeks ago because she was one of the first people that I worked with at Radio One. We had her on. So that's been one of the big things that we've been doing is trying to bring on all of the people who at some point, some way or another had something to do with my success or the success of the network and the stuff that we're doing and Cat success and that type. But somehow or another, man, I'm gonna get this reality show done or get this created or something, somebody's documentary or whatever. Shameless plug, but I'm like, put it out there to anybody. You're the one to do it, but I appreciate you, man. Just for coming on and just for being that light for people who really, really need it. And just knowing your story, it puts in people's mind that, okay, I really could make it through this and I really could get past that. And, for the things that have happened in your life that literally could have been showstoppers, like you found a way around that stuff. And not only to help yourself, but to help your family and to help so many other people. So,
of course.
God bless, man. Like, definitely kudos to you.
Thank you.
I got some rapid fire questions. I know we've been on here. We have gone way longer than we usually go with any podcast.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
This is really, really cool, man. And again, we appreciate having you on. But I do have some rapid fire. Did you want to get some last questions in there, Kat, before I do that?
Nope, he answered everything I needed to know.
Okay.
Good.
Kat just ready to flip them tables. See,
flipping it. You said what about my baby dad? Boom.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just got I ain't gonna say a handful, but I got some questions for you. Rapid fire, think fast.
Okay.
Whatever comes to mind first. Number one, describe yourself in one word.
Determined.
Okay. Morning person or night owl?
Night owl for sure.
Okay. Coffee, tea, or straight hustle?
Coffee.
I could drink coffee all day, man. I just went and bought
I had to drink it before too.
Bought a cup of coffee at the gas station at 4:30 this afternoon. I could drink coffee all day long.
I got to drink it before too, and it keep me up all night.
Oh yeah, okay. And see, the caffeine don't do nothing for me. I could drink a cup of coffee at midnight, and I'll be.
It go right to sleep. Me too.
What's the last song that you played on repeat?
My own. We'll talk about that later. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
One book that you think everybody should read.
48 Laws of Power.
Okay. You about the fifth person that has told me that.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
With a second caveat for men, David Dieter, The Way to Superior Man.
okay. Your biggest creative pet peeve.
My biggest creative pet peeve, myself or with others?
With yourself.
Oh man, taking time for granted.
Okay. I think we all have that. We all have that problem at least a little bit.
Right.
If you were not doing this career, what would you be doing?
An attorney.
Okay. My sister's an attorney.
Yeah, still
Actually,
thinking about doing it, honestly.
yeah, actually, she's a judge now, and it's funny you say that
Dope.
because I was gonna go to law school to do entertainment law. Took the LSAT. I got 168 out of the 180. I didn't study for it because by the time it was coming up, I was like, I'm not going to law school because I already had my 4-year degree.
Oh, really?
I owe all the money for school, so I was just like,
yeah.
I'm not going to law school and burn all this money. But I had already paid the $215 or whatever for the LSAT, so I said, I'm taking this damn test. Went and took it, and I got 168 out of 180. Now, how the hell I did that, I don't know.
That's crazy.
And I was sleepy all day, like, damn, like this is an all day test. And they give you the little breaks and all that. But ironically, I love the logic piece of it. So like you got all these people in the car and this person get out and this person get in and then this person got this. And I like doing those kind of questions though.
Dope.
All right, let's see. I got a few more. Your favorite place to write or create?
My balcony.
Okay. What character from your books do you relate to the most?
Quest from Street Rap.
Okay. One thing people get wrong about you.
Oh, that's a great answer. They think that I'm materialistic. Or they think that I'm flashy, for lack of a better word.
Okay,
but
I got you.
I'm not.
Name a writer who inspires you.
Eric Jerome Dickey.
Okay.
That's a good one. That's one of mine right there. Okay.
Yeah.
What's your go-to comfort food?
Honey buns.
Let me find out. You want like a warm bun? Okay.
I love them. I hate them, but I mean, I hate what they do for my body. But gosh, I have to keep them at my house. Like keep them out of here. Honey bun.
One thing you must have on you at all times.
Besides my phone, money.
Okay. Dream collaboration, dead or alive?
Ooh. Book world, Eric Jerome Dickey.
Okay.
Film world, probably Martin Scorsese, but I don't know how that would work.
Okay. What would you see yourself creating with Eric Jerome Dickey, or what type of a book?
Just a book, just because he inspired me so much. I would love to have collaborated. He does the romance thing really, really well.
Yeah.
And I do the underground street stuff really, really well.
Yeah.
So I think that'd be a dope collaboration.
Okay. What's one phrase that you live by?
Oof, good God, I drew a blank. If you wouldn't ask me, I would have told you right away. One phrase I live by. Eesh, so many. I think it really is. One phrase I live by. You only live once.
Okay. Fill in the blank. Success looks like
happiness.
Period. If you had 30 minutes of free time, what you doing?
Probably writing.
Right now, if I had 30 minutes of free time, I would go to sleep.
Probably writing.
Okay. Your favorite city to work in?
LA or California.
Okay. What's one risk that you're glad you took?
Betting on myself.
Period. What's the first thing that people notice about you?
Probably my smile. Oh no.
We'll go with that.
Yeah.
A talent that you have that people don't expect.
I can play basketball.
Okay. Superpower. What's your superpower?
Discipline.
Okay. If your life had a theme song, what would it be?
Mm. Oof. You stumped me with that one. Oh, the combo, DMX.
Okay. Mine was always The Magnificent by Rick Ross and
Especially.
John Legend.
Oh yeah. I love that. I love that.
Let's see. I got two more. What's the one goal that you're chasing next?
I probably want to. Other than out of the film space, I think I'll probably get into politics.
Okay. Funny story. I ran for city council here in
Really?
Garfield Heights, Ohio, a few years ago. How
was that?
Would I do it? Would I do it again? It's still up in the air.
Really?
It's still up in the air. What I found is that I think for as competitive as I can be, I'm not competitive enough to be in politics. Once I got out there and then I saw like how vindictive people were and like the stories that people tell and all this shit that goes, I was just like, I'm over this shit. So like I had done the and I had, mind you, I had been running for like maybe 5 months and doing the door to door and getting the signatures, all of that stuff. And they discounted, I needed 100 signatures. I got 117. They discounted 18 of them and said that the people, they needed to, it was like elderly people who couldn't really sign. They said, well, you can't read it, so we can't take those signatures. In my particular district, if you're short any, you have to go and get all 100 of them again. All the other cities surrounding, if you're missing one, you just go get one. Or if you're missing 5, you just go get 5. So when they did that, I was already burnt out anyway. I was in Vegas. Like I had just took a random, I'm going to Vegas. And when the guy called me and he was like, so you're going to have to I was typing my
your resignation?
My resignation
concession.
Letter. I was typing my concession letter as I was talking to him, and I'm like, "Hey, I just sent you an email. I'm done. I'm over it."
I think I want to do it I wanted to be the mayor of my old town, Atlantic Beach. I was talking about, but I want to get involved in that aspect. I don't like the crookedness. I just want to serve the people.
Yeah, and I just feel like it's no way to really get around like the crooked side of it. And I just
create our own.
Yeah, period.
Create our own communities and embrace our own communities.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I think at some point I would do it again. I ain't ready yet. It's been like 3-4 years now. I'm like, I ain't ready yet. But I think at some point I would do it again. Maybe not in the city that I'm in now. So maybe I would move before I did it again. But I definitely do. I am starting to build a love for that side, for the political side. I really want to do some stuff, even if I'm not running like for council. I want to do some stuff centered around getting us to vote, like help getting us out there to vote. So I don't know, and I wish there was a way. I'm sure there is that I can tie like podcasting side and all that stuff into
Absolutely.
So, that's kind of one of my bigger goals. Kind of moving forward. But last one, what instantly puts you in a good mood?
I can't say it on here.
listen, y'all know he writes erotica, so
there you
go. Just imagine. Use your. I'm pretty sure y'all got active imaginations. You might have a flashback. Just
you're in the right ballpark, though.
Listen, man. I appreciate you so much. Like I think this was really amazing. It really was the spirit booster that I needed for all of the shit that's been going on for like the last 3-4 months. What is the one thing that as you're having these conversations, doing podcasts, doing interviews, like what's the primary thing that you want to get out there to people?
Just that your past doesn't define you. It can redefine you, in fact. And so we just never give up. You're never too old. You're never too late. You're never too black. Um, Never accept a no from somebody that doesn't have the power to tell you yes.
Man,
And
listen.
even then, create your own yes. I want to
I
oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say that is something that I have lived by this entire 24, 25 years that I've been doing media is when somebody
Yes.
tells you no to create your own yes. I
Mhm.
Mhm.
I actually was working for Radio One at the time, and I wanted to do a website for Bone Thugs. So I had,
Mhm.
taught myself web design and all that stuff. And they're from
Yeah,
here in the city.
of course.
I wanted to do a website for them. And at the station, we were putting together like this big event that they were going to be part of, and they were
Hmm.
and all this stuff. But they kind of used the conflict of interest thing and was like, nah,
Ah.
we can't. Now, sidebar, they wanted me to do a website for the station, and
Mhm.
they wasn't paying me basically, and I was like, nah, we're not gonna do that. So then they
Let's take
wouldn't.
care of the business.
So they said, well, we they wouldn't facilitate, connecting me with who I needed to connect with. I said, okay, I'm gonna find my own way
Mhm.
and figure that out. And man, when I tell you that the end result, I ain't gonna tell you everything that me and one of my cousins did in between, but um, the end result was that I actually ended up meeting all five of them and had a written proposal and gave it to them in their
Oh,
hand and
really?
like stuff. And then at the
So,
at the said performance where they were performing, they my cousin who was with me, she draws. So she had drawn like this big life size. You know how you can go to Walgreens or whatever and buy the big
right.
poster board and all that stuff. And
Hmm.
she had drawn a poster of them, and
Oh, dang.
shaded it in and all that jazz. And so when we actually met them and gave them the proposal, they all signed the poster and everything. And then like
Mhm.
at the concert, they stopped the show like, oh, hold up, what's that up front? So like almost like how
Oh,
you see
yes, it
when
worked out.
almost how you see like when an artist jump out in the audience and they passing them up and everything. We're
Hmm.
passing this poster one by one up to the front of the concert so that then they could hold it up on. And they held it up on stage and look what this girl drew for us and all this jazz. So
Oh, wow.
that was like the defining moment that said, okay, I need to be in media because like they literally told me no, and I got through the label people and
Oh,
all
that's
this other
fire.
shit and figured it out and found out where they were when they came to the city and showed up and I said I need to be in media. So that was our foray into
Fire.
media, and that was 2003. So
Fire.
yeah, so no, just a little
Congrats.
side.
It's fire.
But I
Yeah.
appreciate you, man. Anytime that we can have you on the podcast or any of the platforms, we absolutely want to do that. I appreciate Lynn for, sending your
Of course.
information our
She's the
way and
best.
you on. Any kind of final words, social media as well, where people can
Yeah,
check
I
you
was
out.
gonna say,
Mhm.
thank you, Ready Red. You can follow me on IG and I am Shaun Sinclair. That's ShaunSinclair. Yep, what she said. Good job. So yeah, you can follow me on IG. I am Shaun Sinclair. Everything from there you can follow me from there. I put most of my traction there.
Okay.
Our website will be back up later this week. It's got everything on there as well, but you will see that posted on my IG page as well.
Okay. All right. Thank you again, man. Thank you
Thank
so much.
you.
And we will
Thank
absolutely
you.
do it again.
Absolutely. I appreciate you for having me again. Thank you. Many, many
Absolutely, man.
blessings. Thank you.
You have a great night.
All right. Thank you too.
Yes, sir. Man, listen, it's
Another
like
one.
it's like
Another
the
one.
same thing after we had these conversations. It's like, man, that was a good conversation,
Hmm.
but like it really was. And like
Hmm.
for me personally, like it was perfect because
Hmm.
where my head been at for the last 2-3 weeks, I've
Oh,
been
I
like,
know, cuz.
and then like the past week, I was like, all right, let me get all the sites back up
Hmm.
and everything else flowing. So like I love you. I appreciate you. I'm so glad that you got on tonight because I know this is not our regular day. So
No, it's not.
I was like, I don't know if Cat getting on tonight or not. I was like, I'm ready.
I couldn't miss this one. Listen, you know, I love me a good mogul. You know, I love me a good multifaceted person. So I definitely wanted to have that conversation. I think, you know, everybody is really going through their own things right now, especially us. You know, life is life and things, and so it's nice to when you have somebody with that drive and they just invigorate you and just kind of, it's almost that confirmation that yes, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Keep going. Stop second guessing yourself. So I think it's just something we really needed right now, and I think a lot of people need it.
And to know as well, just like he said, like your past does not define you
at all, because I could have never guessed that he, you know, went to prison for 13 years. And people think, one thing my sister told me that kept me in school was the time is going to pass anyway. Regardless of what you're doing.
Absolutely.
And you can either use it to the best of your advantage, or you can just fail and lose that time. And you see, he used that to his advantage to catapult him to where he is today, and not only do that but help others. So we could all take a page out of his book with that, for sure.
Yeah, that's my thing too. It's like helping other people through it as well.
I would have been at his cell like, bro, these charges, what's up with my charges, bro? I'm up next. What you need? Some noodles? What you need? Because I listen, you know. So, but I really shout out to him, because in one of his darkest times, he took that and shone light on other people. You know, who knows what those people, you know, how he changed their lives, and that's one thing we never know, how much us helping people can touch their lives and change their lives around the trajectory of their lives. So shout out to him.
Absolutely. Shout out to Lynn, Comfortable.
Always. Go ahead, Lynn.
I appreciate Lynn, because it's like, it'd be some mornings I just look at the phone and it's like a random text message and like with a Bible verse and some other stuff. And I'm just like, I be needing it, man. Like I need it really, really bad. So I feel like, you know, things are kind of looking up a little bit, even though it's still a little hairy, but I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate Lynn. I appreciate definitely Shaun Sinclair for coming onto the platform. Definitely shout out to him. Make sure that you guys are following him.
Go follow him. And you can find our post, our flyer from today on our social media. So if you need to go follow him, just go from our page and you'll be able to go follow his social media. And then you'll be able to keep up with all his shows and movies and where to watch them. I'm definitely going to be watching. I'm in the market to be watching something new right now. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to have to reactivate my BT Plus for one. That's step one. Okay. Because your girl was down for a second, so I'm get my BT Plus together, and then the other one on Tubi. Now Tubi, I can get behind now, baby. It ain't no price on that one. You know, I love that. That's for my people, my black people. Don't ever stop putting y'all movies on Tubi, because I'm gonna tear them up every time.
Tubi, though, like Tubi is really, really on the rise, and I've been saying this really for like the past year now. But Tubi is really on the rise. Like they
cornered the market where that people were ignoring. People were ignoring a lot of black people in stories, and you know, especially urban stories. You know, and it's really on the rise. That's some of their highest streamed things are these urban premieres that are coming on their platform. And it ain't, you know, it's really these you know, us black people coming with these different movies and shows and reality shows that it's like it's really, I mean, setting Tubi on fire. Okay, because that's really what they're known for, honestly. Now,
absolutely. Like it's so many good projects, you know, that are hitting Tubi. I think Mojo Brooks. I really first found out about Mojo Brooks through some stuff that was on Tubi and whatnot.
Right.
Like he is really, really, really blowing. Like he's really
blowing up. Yeah, he is. He's doing his thing. Definitely with acting.
I just watched the rest of the series by Terry J. Vaughn and Tyler Perry, Miss Governor.
Yeah,
and you know that he's part of that. But I didn't realize that who else is on Miss Governor is
I haven't watched that.
What's his name? Kyle from Living Single. I don't know why I can't think of his name.
T.C. Carson.
Yeah, T.C. Carson.
T.C. Carson. That was my listen. I used to love me some Kyle Barker. Okay.
He comes in like on the second half of season 1. So You should check that out. It's on
And
Netflix.
I really like him. He's been in a lot of different things. Like I
Yeah,
always liked his acting style. So I'll definitely have to check that out. We got a
absolutely.
lot of things. A lot of things to watch. I'm glad the holidays are coming up because I'm gonna be in the house.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be barricaded with my snacks and watching all this stuff. So
I'm getting ready to watch the second season of Beauty and Black tonight. So I'm gonna start
mm,
that.
yeah, I'm gonna watch this movie on Netflix that I was gonna watch, like a little family movie. Me and Michaela gonna watch that tonight. Yeah, but let's get into a couple hot topics before we go. Yeah, I did want to touch on you guys were talking about the LSAT and how people becoming lawyers and how hard it is and things like that. And so we're seeing that play out on the celebrity sphere. With Kim Kardashian sharing her journey of her once again not passing her bar exam.
Oh, did she not pass? Look, I wasn't paying attention. Okay.
She didn't pass. And she's kind of just explaining to people, and documenting her story is really unfolding on, they're keeping up with the Kardashian show
Yeah.
on Hulu. And she's just really documenting it. She said that a lot of it, and that's actually plaguing our colleges, is that people are using Chat GPT, and chat is not always right. So she said that she was using that as a study tool, and she was coming out saying that kids really shouldn't be using that because it was giving her all the wrong answers.
Yeah.
Like, girl, what did you expect, honey? Okay. So yeah, we had that going on. Then we had the Epstein files being released, and they said Trump he was doing something with Bill Clinton. I don't know how true that was. Allegedly, he was chewing on that bubble gum. Trump was chewing on that. And the sad part about it is they don't care about him taking away benefits. They don't care about him bombing. Right. They don't care about that. But you get caught smoking some smick, and they acting like that's the worst thing in the world. Dang, y'all gonna have to. I don't know what y'all gonna do to me, because if y'all mad at that, y'all hate me. So
I tell you, the whole political space, is just a mess right now. I'm just trying to get through it, just like everybody else is.
Yeah. I think we all just doing our best, and I think Black people we're so used to getting the for lack of a better word, the shit end of the stick. We're kind of used to getting that, so it's like we kind of know what to do. Black people utilizing food banks and taking up multiple jobs and eating with each other and being real smart with our money, because it's like we've been here before. So I think we just kind of all hunkering down trying to see what's going on, but it's rough out here for everybody.
Yeah, it's definitely rough out here for everybody. I'm glad, I'm glad that, at least people are kind of getting their SNAP benefits now.
Yeah. So they have released, I think, partial funds, and they're supposed to be releasing the rest. But it's just sad that, consumerism, they want us to spend on these holidays and stuff. But it's like, how are we going to make a feast when we don't got food? What do you all expect? And, people, they're messing with benefits. They're messing with medical benefits for people, healthcare jobs. People are getting all these government jobs are shut down. People are they're downsizing a lot, closing a lot of these sectors. So I just don't know what kind of holiday and Christmas they expect us to have. I, for one, have told my family, I said, listen, my sister texted us talking about what pajamas we wearing this year, girls. Let's get our kids some Old Navy. I said, Carisha, please. I said, honey, I said, me and mine gonna be in our same red and black lumberjack pajamas like last year. I don't know what y'all gonna be in, but honey, I put mine to the side. So I'm heavy on my presence is a present. I might cook you a meal, but I'm not buying no gifts. Michaela, that behavior warrant gifts? I think to me not, baby. Right. You're gonna be getting clothes and maybe a little game on your phone, but I'm not doing all that. I'm in the mood to spend time with family. I'm in the mood to cook. I'm in the mood to decorate, but I'm just not spending unnecessary money right now. And I think a lot of Americans are in the same boat.
That's where I'm at too. That is where I'm at too. No, I think you said it just right. I am in the spirit though, so
I'm in the spirit. Like I'm ready to sing. I'm ready to watch movies. I'm ready to decorate my house and things. But am I about to be buying? I'm not buying nothing new. Everything I got, my little Charlie Brown tree gonna get propped up and I'm gonna put Kayla's little homemade ornaments on there, and baby, we rocking and rolling. I'm not, and I encourage a lot of, especially in the Black community, because our Black dollar right now is not being respected. So I encourage a lot of the Black community to stop buying at these big corporations and buy within your community. It's a girl down the street selling lip gloss. You don't need to go to Sephora. It's somebody down the street selling this and that and the third and presents and things. So, you know, lean on your community, lean on yourself, make gifts, make food, you know, but don't spend no money. Let's lead that. Let's lead that to the other communities until we are respected, you know.
I'm in the same place. I am in the same place. I did put that tree up though.
Yeah, I'm gonna put mine up. I usually put mine up around, I ain't gonna lie, around Christmas. I'm gonna try to put it up around Thanksgiving so I can actually enjoy it. But my device is gonna die soon, so we're gonna have to wrap this one up.
Yeah, it's time to wrap it up. We've been on here for 2 hours. Yeah, we've been on here for 2 hours.
Well, I missed you so much, cuz I just needed my time with you.
I know. Like, I think this was amazing. It was good to get back on. I'm working on, I had a guest for Wednesday, and she needed to reschedule, so I don't know what day she's rescheduling to yet.
Okay, we can figure
what's
that
name?
out.
Ron had sent her, so I should hear something back from him, I guess maybe over the next day, because I talked to him a couple hours ago. And then he's gonna give you the update with that, and then I may have somebody else as well for Wednesday, but we'll be back on Wednesday.
Okay, y'all. We'll see y'all sooner than y'all think.
Absolutely. I appreciate everybody for coming in. Make sure that you guys first of all, make sure that you subscribe to the network.
Yes.
On YouTube, it is free to subscribe. Make sure that you subscribe. Listen, I want to challenge everybody to share this video. Share this video with who you can. Share it on your Facebook, in anywhere you deem appropriate. Share this with your friends and your fans and your family, and let's definitely get this conversation out there. I think that this was a much needed conversation.
Yes, shout out to our guest.
Shaun Sinclair has a number of projects out there, most notably Moguls and Sugar Baby. Sugar Baby is with Lance Gross, and
Mogul is with London, aka Delicious.
Make sure that you guys check those projects out, as well as everything else that he has out there as well. But again, if you can and if you will, please share this video.
Yes, and follow the platform and follow our social media as well. I am at Cat Queen on all platforms. Search that up and you will find me.
Absolutely. And I am James Grant on Instagram, also Authentically James on Instagram. You guys could follow Transcending the Culture at Transcending the Culture on Instagram. So make sure that you guys hit us up, send us some messages, let us know that you're out there. We appreciate you guys once again for checking us out. And
we'll see y'all on the next show.
Absolutely. We'll see y'all Wednesday. We are out of here.
Bye.